Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm here for an album review, and it's going to be for Hollywood Undead's new album that just came out today on December 4th, 2020, and it's titled New Empire Volume 2. It's the follow-up to New Empire Volume 1, which they released back in February, so yeah, this is the follow-up to that. So yeah, this album has 10 tracks, but I'm not going to be talking about all 10 tracks. I'm just going to narrow it down to like about 3 or 4 tracks for the review, and then after that we'll talk about the album as a whole and all that. So yeah, let's go and get started. Alright, so the first song on the album I want to review is Medicate, the opening track, Medicate. And yeah, this song, it's basically just your typical and standard hard rock track. Nothing really, anything special. It just mainly includes Danny on vocals, no rapping or anything like that. Not necessarily a terrible track by any means, but it's one of my least favorites on this album, if I had to be honest. I don't really like this song that much, so if I had to give it a score, I'd give this song like a 2.5 out of 5. I just don't like it too much. It's not garbage or anything. It's just decent, but not anything special. It could have been longer. Could have been a better song. Could have had more rapping in it. So, yeah, I just don't really care for the song. So, yeah, 2.5 out of 5. Alright, so the next song on the album I want to talk about is Coming Through the Stereo, featuring rapper Hyro the Hero. And yeah, this is one of my favorites on the album so far. I really like that song. Hyro has a really good verse in the track. I think he done pretty good starting off the song with his verse. Now his verse could have been longer, but either way, he's still done good in the song, and the rest of the members that are in the song from Hollywood Undead. So yeah, good song. So this one, I'd give this one a 4.5 out of 5. Definitely one of my favorites on the album so far. I'm really enjoying this one. Okay, so next song on the album I want to talk about is going to be Monsters, featuring Kill Station. And Kill Station is a rapper or a singer, something like that. Never really listened to him. But yeah, this song was still pretty good. It could have been better, but it was still a decent song for what it is. Definitely better than Medicate, though, I know that for sure. So yeah, Monsters featuring Kill Station was pretty good. Now, this song, I don't really know where Kill Station was at. I think he was more near the song, or somewhere in the middle, I'm not really sure. But either way, Monsters was still a pretty good track, so I'd give it that. So, Monsters, I would give a 3.5 out of 5. Still a pretty solid track, though, for what it is. I really like that one. It was still pretty good, though. Okay, so I've talked about 3 songs so far, so we'll go ahead and finish off the songs with talking about Idol featuring Tech 9. So, yeah, Idol, it was a pretty good song. Now, when I first discovered the song, when it was released as a single or whatnot, I didn't really care for it, but it's actually grown on me a little more, so I pretty much like the song now. Now, it's not one of my favorites on the album by any means, but it's still a fairly good track, so I gotta give it props for that. But yeah, it's not necessarily bad, but yeah, Tech 9's verse, of course, is really good. I really like his verse on this track. It's a pretty good standout for me among the track itself. But yeah, Johnny 3 Tears does good with his parts in the song as well. So yeah, it's a fairly good song. So Idol featuring Tech 9, I'd give this one around probably either a 3.5 or 4 out of 5 rating. So yeah, it's still a good song though. So yeah, guys, this album as a whole now, this album as a whole, it's not necessarily bad or anything, but it's not that great either. It's not as good as New Empire Volume 1, at least in my opinion, but maybe this album will grow on me in the coming weeks or days or whatever. But for now, I don't really like this album as much as New Empire Volume 1. Now, this album's not garbage or anything. It's just not as good as New Empire Volume 1. I just gotta say it. But yeah, it's still a decent album at best. So yeah, they could have done better. And one of my complaints with this album is how it mainly felt like a Johnny Three Tears album, to be honest, instead of Hollywood Undead, because I didn't hear any verses or anything from Charlie Scene or Funny Man or any of the other members in the band. So, yeah, just felt like a Johnny Three Tears album. You did hear Danny, though, on some of the songs, but, yeah, other than that, though, it felt more of a Johnny Three Tears album instead of Hollywood Undead, at least to me, but it's not a bad album. It's just not one of their best albums either. So, yeah, probably one of my least favorite albums from Hollywood Undead so far, and I really like this band. But yeah, it's not bad though. It's just one of my least favorite albums from them. So yeah, New Empire Volume 2 by Hollywood Undead. So this album, it's time to give it a score. Like I said, it could have been a better album, but either way, it's still okay. But yeah, this album, it's time to rate it. So New Empire Volume 2 by Hollywood Undead, I'm going to give this album a 6.5 out of 10. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think of Hollywood Undead's new album, New Empire Volume 2. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in. I truly and gladly appreciate that. But yeah, other than that though, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.